Hey skiers, I'm Jeff from skiessentials.com.
I'm Bob. Happy Friday.
Welcome back to our Top 5 Fridays ski industry news videos. Before we get into the news, I wanted to bring up that fundraiser again.
Yeah,
Really exciting.
it's all about the kids.
Yep, all the money goes to local youth ski programs, Stowe area, surrounding towns, as well as Killington. It really does help get a ton of kids on the snow. Raffle tickets are $10 each, and we have got over $10,000 worth of prizes now because since last week we had some additional sponsors.
Yeah.
We received some extra skis, so we'll just throw them in there.
I love it when skis just show up for
Just extra
prizes.
bonus skis.
Yep.
And we thought we would take a look at some of the skis that you could win. This isn't even close to all of them. So I'll leave a link in the description. Head on over to the raffle ticket page. You can take a look at everything that you could win. But there's some cool stuff over here.
Yeah.
So let's see. What do you want first, Bob? This one? This
Yeah,
is
that's
a good one.
That's a great start.
We got this Rosignol Sender 104 Ti. Should have that in other lengths too, so I can't promise anything. But if we've got your length of choice available, I'm more than happy to swap that around. There's this Elan Ripstick 96. We just did that 88 review.
Yep.
Same story here, but it's 96.
Yep. Great ski.
Look at that one, Bob.
That is a good one.
That's a good one. Nice green sidewalls. Oh, we got this K2 Mindbender 89 Ti. Love the changes to this ski.
Another favorite.
That extra tail rocker they
Yeah.
gave this thing, thing's pretty sweet.
I mean, these prize skis are not just like random things. These are top level items.
Totally. Talk about random things, though. This is a Dynastar M390 with a potential graphic that they decided not to put into production.
Right.
So this is like the most limited Dynastar M390 ever
This is probably like the rarest ski in the warehouse.
in the world. Let's see. We'll leave that one for last. That's a fun one to end on. We got this Blizzard Rustler 10, Bob.
Yep.
Proven. Tried
Wonderful.
and true. Fantastic ski.
Man, they just keep coming too.
Thought they were not done.
I know. Crazy.
We got this Line Blade Optic 96. Really fun one to kind of talk about right after that Rustler.
Right.
Kind of just like similar metal, but they really take it to the nth degree on that one.
No, these things are great. Nice green sidewalls on that.
Yeah, a lot of green sidewalls over there.
Yeah.
Must be a trend. And then these two are pretty cool to finish with. Might ski these tomorrow.
Not that pair, but your pair.
Yeah, I mean, I
Yeah.
guess I could like steal them.
We'll steal
but
from
that'd
the
be
raffle.
weird. QST Blank,
Yep.
186.
112 underfoot.
Whew.
Big ski.
Great ski. And, I mean, you could win this. Look at this thing.
I mean, that thing is worth the price of admission for sure.
Stokely Storm Rider 95.
Right. Imagine just getting that for $10.
Yeah, you might just get an email
Yeah.
that's like, hey, you just won a Storm Rider 95.
Pretty sweet.
So I don't know if Bob and I get more excited about this stuff than you guys do, but there really are some cool prizes. We work pretty hard gathering up all those prizes,
Yeah.
collecting sponsors and stuff like that. So, you know, I think at least buying one raffle ticket is, yeah, I think it's probably something that everyone should do.
Yeah.
'Cause it's just pretty cheap, and
I've bought 2 already, and I think I'm ready for more, seeing this prize wall
I've
get put
convinced
together.
you.
Yeah.
Success.
I'm sold.
Our ski pass-through has worked, if only on you. And with that, I think we can get right into the ski industry news. So we always start with our FIS Alpine World Cup recaps. The women were in Italy last weekend. Really good skiing across the board there. Michaela was 6th in giant slalom and 2nd in slalom. Paula Moltzen had an awesome weekend, picking up 8th in giant slalom and 5th in slalom. Like, that's pretty cool.
Right.
Packing two U.S. finishers in the top 10 of both
Yep.
races. It's not something that I'm, like, really used to
No.
as a United States citizen.
And it's fun, like, kind of keeping track of the points this early on in the season and seeing, like,
Yeah, we were checking on Michaela's
Yeah.
lead.
where these kids are ending up.
Pretty substantial lead she's got there.
Yep.
Also, a quick shout out to Zoe Zimmerman. She picked up 27th in slalom, which were her first ever World Cup points.
Sweet.
Always exciting. And then the women have moved on. They are currently in Switzerland. Just wrapped up a downhill race today, Bob. And just more great results here.
Yep.
We got Breezy Johnson in 5th.
Great for
And
Breezy.
Michaela Schifrin in 6th.
Nice.
Those U.S. women are just very impressive.
Yeah, they're fast.
We also have the first episode of Michaela's video blog that we'll talk about in Edits of the Week. And then looking at the men were in France last week for giant slalom and slalom. Not quite as exciting highlights there. River Radamus was 16th in giant slalom, so very respectable. Brian McLaughlin was right behind him in 19th. The men now head to Italy for 2 downhill races and typically do better in those speed events.
Yeah.
So that'll be fun to watch. And then on the free ski side of things, we have halfpipe and big air over in Copper this weekend.
Sweet.
A lot of things happening.
Yeah, I love those Colorado events.
Yeah, that
Just like,
copper pipe is awesome.
I just feel like they go higher in that thinner air.
Oh, I love that concept. I don't know that, I mean, I guess it must.
I don't know.
Like golf balls fly further.
It's just, I like to think it. Yeah, it's got to happen. It's got to help.
Right. Simon Dumont, when he did that quarter pipe, like, big air world record, he should have done it in Colorado, not in Maine.
Not in Maine, not at sea level.
Bethel, Maine. What are you doing? Just sucking you back to the earth. So lots going on in competitive skiing. Check that out. Second topic of the week, Alterra has resubmitted a revised development plan in Placer County.
I think you got it this time.
Big thanks to everyone who corrected me on the pronunciation of that county.
Yep.
I always just feel like an idiot, but...
I mean, it's 3,000 miles away. What are you going to do?
It's far away, yeah. I did live in California in that area for a reasonably long time. I lived in the Mammoth area, so it's not exactly the same. But anyways, revised plan, couple things that we got here. The village is 50% smaller than the original plan. We got some additional environmental information. There still is a 90,000 square foot adventure park and water park, which I think was a big issue for a lot of locals.
Yep.
At least a lot of people left comments on the last time we chatted about this and said we absolutely do not need a 90,000 square foot water park, which, yeah, I can get behind.
Yep.
You don't think you need one? I'm sure you don't.
Right, like in your town.
Yep. Yeah. Right.
There's not a whole lot of real estate in that Olympic Valley area.
Right. So, anyways, be interesting to see how this pans out. If you live in that area, if you're a resident of Placer County, there is a public meeting on January 19th.
You just kind of get the feeling that Alterra is just going to
keep
do
going.
what it takes to ram it through.
Probably.
And I think that they're just going to hit a tipping point where they're like, okay, these things are acceptable to us. And
it's like anything. It'll reach some sort of equilibrium.
Yeah. The one thing I did see was that they're like building like housing and stuff like that. Like if that's going towards like employee housing or low income.
It looked more like lodging to me.
Yeah. I just wonder if they could, extend an olive branch in that area.
Right. Maybe that would get it done.
It would help out.
But, I think if you're in the area and you're against this, the best thing you can do is attend that meeting.
Yep.
Like the power of the public is pretty significant.
Yeah.
So go voice your opinion at your local meeting. This is kind of cool. Powder Magazine, among some other names, have been bought by the Arena Group, which are the owners of Sports Illustrated and a number of other publications. So they have bought the assets of a selection of what were under A360 Media, men's fitness, men's journal, skateboarding, bike, snowboarder, new schoolers, and powder. It was in total a $28.5 million transaction, so a pretty significant investment.
Yeah.
And they're essentially creating like a new pillar in their company that they're titling the Men's Journal Lifestyle Media Group.
And Powder Magazine is going to fall under that
which
section.
feels weird.
Yeah.
Like, does it have to be under a men umbrella?
Oh, no. That's just how things seem to be going these days.
But I think the big positive here is that if they're spending that much money on these purchases, they're likely going to try and bring it back.
Right.
They're not just buying it as like a way to like get it off the market forever.
Right. Unless it was like, you have to buy these and then you'll get these in addition.
Right, and it didn't sound like that at all. It sounded like they pinpointed these certain publications and that they're going to try and rejuvenate them. So I think that'd be really cool if Powder Magazine comes back.
It was always my favorite.
In any form.
Yeah.
So we'll keep an eye on that. Fourth topic of the week. This is one of my favorite events. Red Bull Playstreets is back. On February 10th this winter, the event will return to Salzburg, Austria. If you've never watched Red Bull Playstreets, it's super entertaining. They set up a really tight technical slopestyle course like through the city. Like the old city.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Where it's tight and windy and weird and technical.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah. Flashback 20 years ago, I was on a Nordic training trip in Salzburg, Austria. That city is beautiful.
Right. Like they're just so old. This is crazy.
As soon as this topic came up today, I was like showing pictures of the castle to our coworkers. Like, look how cool it is there. So mark your calendar if you're into that kind of stuff. I think it's one of those events that even if you're not into park skiing, you can watch that and really get a lot of enjoyment out of it.
Yeah, the creativity is just off the charts with that stuff. From
both in the course design.
Yeah, the construction of the course is really intricate.
Yeah, they like build a pretty significant infrastructure.
Yep.
So keep an eye out for that coming in just under 2 months.
Nice.
Right around the corner. I'll be 37 2 days after that.
Happy birthday already.
And then finally we have our edits of the week. So first, this is about 20 minutes long from Matchstick Productions. It's part 1 from the Sacred Grounds called Formation. Always just incredible quality from those MSP guys from a production perspective. And then the U.S. men's Alpine technical team has a new series called Parabolic. So we got episode 1 from that. Pretty cool.
A little bit more like behind the scenes-ish, kind of showing the preparation that's required to ski these technical events.
I just think it's cool to like kind of give some focus to that.
Yeah.
You know, you normally see things more like the Sacred Grounds.
Right.
And less like prepping for tech races.
Yeah, totally.
And then we have Recipe, which looked really, really good. I'm excited to watch this from start to finish, about 30 minutes long, really focusing on the growing and just very impressive women's free ski scene. And then we have a short little edit from Alex Hall called Training Montage. Alex Hall is always very impressive to watch, one of those just super creative skiers who also is very successful in competitions, so very well-rounded park skier. And then bonus edit of the week, this is not in the written Top 5 Fridays, but we have episode 1 from Michaela Schifrin's new series called Moving Right Along, which was posted 2.5 hours ago.
Wow, cutting edge technology.
Breaking news. Actually, by the time I edit and post this, it'll be more like, I don't know, 3.5 hours ago.
So basically last week at this point.
Yeah, we're blowing it. We got to make these Top 5 Fridays videos live, I guess. So that's it. Really exciting here in Stowe right now. It's dumping snow out there.
Nice snowy day.
Yeah.
And hopefully another one tomorrow.
It's one of those days where I'm excited to go home and shovel.
Right.
Do you ever feel that way?
I love snow blowing my driveway.
Yeah.
And just getting it like the lines crisp and even and those edges just really
fun.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah. I don't know what it is about it.
Yeah.
But I'm excited to go home and shovel off my decks and walkways and stuff.
Yeah.
And then go ski powder tomorrow. So hopefully you have a great weekend. Hopefully you're getting out to ski. And we will talk to you next week.
Bye.